Welcome to rSlash Offmychest, where OP discovers that her brother is stealing her panties. Our next Reddit post is from Environmental Unfair. I'm a 20-year-old woman, and I'm the eldest of 4 siblings. This morning, I dropped my youngest sister, who's 10, off to school and made sure that my other sister, who's 14, caught her bus. Once I got home, I got undressed and planned to get into the shower. As I was about to step in, I heard persistent banging on my door. It was the police. They asked if my 17-year-old brother was home. I said yes. They stormed in, headed to his bedroom, and arrested him. All they could tell us was that it was a burglary. My mom rushed home from work, and my dad headed over from his house. They're separated. The cops took my brother away and searched our home. They asked us to identify multiple pairs of underwear and adult toys that they found in his room, as well as at least 5 wallets. Multiple pairs of underwear belonged to me or my sisters, but most of them were totally random and we had never seen them before. The wallets weren't his or ours. It's now 5 p.m. and I'm home with my sisters while my parents deal with him at the station. I'm traumatized. I had to watch him be shackled up, watch my whole house be flipped upside down, and I had to identify the disgusting stuff he had in his own bedroom. I'm so unbelievably angry, upset, and I feel so much shame. We live in a small village, and word will spread fast. I feel like I can never leave the house again. I hate him. I never thought I'd say it, but I hate him. To violate someone in this way is disgusting. To enter someone's house and take things, he's revolting. I don't think I can ever look at him the same. He was a good kid. He was so funny and caring for his sisters. But now I hate him. I hate my own brother, and I think I always will. Then OP posted an update. We woke up this morning to being told that my brother is going to be charged with 1/3 of the burglaries. He's basically being cleared for one of them since we were on holiday, and the other one he has an alibi from my dad who has CCTV. But he has possessions from all 3 burglarized homes, so it's likely that he didn't do this alone and it was a pre-planned idea. He's going to a hearing or a court thing in an hour to decide whether to release him or keep him until the court date is set. All this information is pretty vague since I have to stay at home to look after my sisters, and I'm slowly getting information from my parents who are at the court. Then OP posted another update. He had his hearing. He pleaded guilty to one of them and not guilty to the other 2 robberies after guidance from his solicitor. The judge said that he shouldn't have to be held all night and he should have been released on bail, so they made sure his hearing was as soon as possible. The court presented a small amount of evidence and my mom keeps saying that things don't add up. Like a ladder was found leading up to a window, but the intruder entered through the back door. A wallet was found in his room containing 100 pounds, and a backdoor key with a handwritten note saying backdoor key. They also revealed that the house he pleaded guilty for is his best friend's house and was broken into the weekend that they were all away on holiday. My brother's legal team are under the impression that his friend paid him to do it for some reason. Maybe they could claim home insurance or for the son to get back at his family. The police have brought his friend into custody to interview him, and he gave my brother the key, wallet, and money prior to the break-in or left it in the garden. None of this evidence makes sense. Okay, yeah, true, I guess this evidence is weird, but he still has the panties, right? The best friend definitely didn't sneak into the 14 and 10-year-old sister's room and steal their panties and slip them into OP's brother's room, right? Clearly, OP's brother did that. So if you're willing to accept that he stole his... that he stole his 10-year-old sister's panties, then I'm definitely willing to accept that he robbed a house. Our next Reddit post is from Standard Twist. I still can't wrap my head around this. Honestly, I'd be less shocked if we made contact with aliens than this happening to me. For context, I live in the Middle East, and having a live-in housemate is very common here. Over the past few months, I've been getting weird anonymous messages from random Asian numbers claiming that my maid was doing sexual things inside my house while we were out. I ignored them all. Our maid has children, and she's literally on video call with her husband 24/7. Like, he's online watching her do every single task until she goes to sleep. This morning, just as I woke up, I got a message from a Saudi number. This time with a screenshot of a video of my maid pleasuring herself in my house. The sender claimed that my maid was sending adult content to men in the neighborhood. I confronted her. She swore she would never do such a thing, that she's always online with her husband, and that he's a very jealous man. She said they work hard for their children and that her husband has just moved to Saudi Arabia to provide for her family. I told her the message came from a Saudi Arabian number and I asked for her husband's number. It was the exact same number. I told her straight up, I'm not here to judge anyone, but I have children in the house and I won't tolerate this kind of situation. She kept denying and asked for the evidence. I told her she'll get it once she's gone. After she left, she texted me asking for the proof. I sent her screenshots of the conversation and the explicit image. She thanked me. She said that she did these acts during private calls to him only, and now she knows her husband isn't good to her. I'm still shocked. This message came in literally 30 minutes after I woke up, and I'm certain she was on a video call with her husband when her husband sent me the nudes. She's apparently had no problems with him before this other than his extreme jealousy. How can someone be this possessive and still send explicit images of his own wife to a complete stranger? What kind of twisted logic is that? Weird. Very, very weird. I can't tell if the husband is controlling or manipulative or if he's just got some weird fetish. Either way, very weird. Our next Reddit post is from Throwaway. I'm a 26-year-old guy, and I've been with my 26-year-old wife since we were in school. We have a 4-year-old son together, or so I thought. Our son had to be rushed to the hospital a while ago because he somehow managed to get into my wife's sleeping pills. She swears she put the lid on properly and put them in her drawer, but he somehow found them and managed to open the childproof lid and took a lot of them. He went into acute liver failure, and we were told that he would possibly need a transplant. Obviously, I said I'd do it, and they did all their tests, blood, tissue compatibility, etc. The tests came back, and I was told that I'm not a match because of my blood type. If I remember correctly, their exact words were, "There's an unexpected discrepancy in the blood we tested." The doctor kept saying it would be better if he could speak to me in private, away from my wife, but she didn't want to leave or for me to leave. Now I know why, but at the time I was confused. Eventually she let me go, and the doctor told me my blood type is O, which I already knew, but my son's was AB. I'm not dumb, and I knew what he was trying to tell me. He probably couldn't tell me outright, so I asked if that means it's impossible that I'm his biological father, and he said yes. I didn't want to make a scene in the hospital, so I just went home. I wanted to stay with my son. I know he isn't actually mine, but I've been his dad for 4 years. I knew I wouldn't be able to stay calm. Thankfully, all the tests they ran were in case the worst happened, and it didn't. His liver has managed to recover, and he's on the mend. I still haven't gotten any answers from her, and I don't really want any. I know she slept with someone else, and the kid isn't mine. That's all I need to know. I moved out and let her stay at the house because she has him, and I can't kick him out of his house. I'm currently staying at my mother's until I can figure out what to do for the best. I'm not really good with my emotions, but I can admit this has hit me hard. It feels the same as when my best friend passed away, even though I haven't lost anybody in that sense this time. And I really don't know what to do. I've lost my wife and my son at the same time, and it's been over a week since it happened, and I still have no clue what to do. She's been spamming me with texts and calls, asking to talk and asking me to let her explain, and telling me that it meant nothing and that she only loves me, but I really don't want to hear it. Nothing she can say will fix it at all. I'm not taking her back, so I don't care at all what she has to say. But I can't just abandon my little man. I've been his dad his whole life, and that doesn't just go away because we haven't got the same blood. But it also means I have no rights to see him when I divorce my wife. I feel like a complete idiot for not seeing anything wrong. The chances she cheated on me once and got pregnant are low. So realistically, I know it had to be something that happened a few times. And I didn't suspect anything. I didn't suspect the kid I'd raised for 4 whole years wasn't actually mine. I don't know why I'm posting here because I can't even ask for advice, but thanks for reading anyways. Man, I just have zero sympathy for cheating wives. Cheating moms in general. You do something like this and you ruin your husband's life, potentially your child's life, and also potentially the life of the guy that you're cheating with because they're robbed of the opportunity to see a kid that they might want to have in their lives. It's just so unbelievably selfish. Our next Reddit post is from StuddyMod. My mom passed away last year. It was heartbreaking, and I did my best to support my dad and keep the family together while grieving. This past week, over a year later, I found out something that completely blindsided me. My sister had quietly gone to our dad after mom died and had the will changed so that she would inherit everything. I was never told. There was no discussion, no heads up, no explanation. Just silence while she made sure that I was cut out. Now, this year, I found out because my dad asked for help to change the will again to make it an even split between us. When my sister found out this was happening, she completely lost it. She disappeared for a day, saying that it was too toxic here. We're all neighbors. I moved into the house across the street from my parents when my mother had her lung transplant so that she could spend more time with my daughter/her granddaughter. I can't say that she was wrong, but the toxicity definitely left when she did. Then she came back trying to negotiate with our dad like she has a right to shape what he leaves behind. I feel so betrayed. I don't care about the money. I care that she did this in secret. And now she throws a fit when fairness is mentioned. I feel like I can't trust her anymore, and I don't know how to move forward from that. Our next Reddit post is from Adorable Plum. My mom has always been selfish, but in the past 5 years, things have gotten bad. She says Disney is her happy place, and she wants to be a Disney influencer. She has no charisma or any quality content. She spends weeks at a time at Disney ignoring my siblings and I, pleading for her to listen, and for once put her own needs to the side for us. I've been getting calls and texts for months about the house being sold, which I just ignored because I assumed they were scams. But I called my dad today and he told me the truth. My mom won't listen to anything anyone says about trying to save money. She can't hold down a job. She only does things to make her happy, not her kids or her husband. My father's been suicidal for as long as I can remember. His life is miserable. He gets no love from her. I just want to make him happy, but I can't and I'm scared. He has nothing left to lose once my youngest sister graduates next year. I've dreamt of inheriting that house because of its location one day. I was talking to my sister a few months ago about how one day I want that land to develop. But that won't ever happen now. My mom spends tens of thousands of dollars that she doesn't have. She won't accept a divorce. My father brought up bankruptcy so they won't be left on the street, but her concern was losing her Disney timeshare that she bought without his knowledge. He just works and is forced to care for her dogs that she leaves at home all day while she does God knows what. I don't think I can do anything as I'm in my early 20s. Where the hell am I going to get $400,000? She won't talk to me about anything like that whenever I try to. She just goes silent while I try to reason with her, but nothing ever works. A lot of people are advising OP to check his credit score to make sure that his mom hasn't opened up cards in his name, which is really good advice. Also, OP, keep in mind that there's nothing stopping you from making your own YouTube or whatever account. And whenever your mom posts a video, you post a video too saying, hey, I'm such and such's son, and she's neglecting her entire family to just make Disney stuff, so don't support her. Because I would have to imagine that the typical audience that consumes Disney content is also more family friendly, so that will completely ruin her dreams of being a Disney influencer. Our next Reddit post is from Danasaru. I started shooting heroin after I found out that my girlfriend sucked my friend's thing at a party. I can't stop. I'm 25 and I've been using heroin for over a year now. It started after a party, the night that I found out that my girlfriend, Allison, disappeared into the bathroom with my so-called friend, Jeremy. They never came back out while I was there. Someone told me what happened. She didn't deny it, just said, I was drunk. That night, I shot up for the first time. Since then, it's been a cycle of getting clean and falling back in. My parents have tried everything, paid for rehab, took me in, talked to me for hours, but I keep relapsing. Last time I saw them, they said, "We hope you can mend your life," and that was it. Now they call me once a month. My mom used to cry every time. My apartment's a disaster. Sometimes I stare at old pictures of myself at 15, 16. I used to play baseball. I was decent. I smiled a lot. I miss that kid so much it hurts. Now, I don't know if tomorrow I'll overdose. I think about it more than I admit. If it happens, my landlord will probably be the one to find me. Not my parents, not a friend. Just a guy looking for rent. I just wanted to get this off my chest. That's all. Guys, don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. You've heard this a million times, but it's true. Drugs are bad. They will ruin your life. A terrible boyfriend/girlfriend can also ruin your life, but in a very different way. That was rSlash Off My Chest, and if you like this content, check out my podcast where I publish the exact same episodes. Also, hit that subscribe button because I put out new Reddit episodes every single day.